She screamed so loud, half the neighborhood came running. Bright neon blue paint sprayed across her white designer blouse, soaked into her overpriced handbag, and streaked through her perfectly styled hair like some twisted abstract painting. That was her reward for putting a lock on my EV charger without permission. But let's rewind a bit. I drive an electric truck. On my own property, specifically my driveway, I had a private charging port installed. It was legally permitted, professionally wired into my home, and fully approved by the city inspector. It wasn't community property, not by any stretch. But that didn't stop Karen. One morning, I walked out expecting to plug in like usual and found my charger padlocked. A heavy-duty lock. And taped to it, in loopy cursive, was a handwritten note that read, "Community resources must be shared. HOA regulations." Karen. Problem is, I'm not part of the HOA. Never was. That charger was built with my own money, on my own land. But Karen? She doesn't believe in boundaries. She's self-appointed herself the energy czar of the entire street ever since a few residents started driving electric vehicles. I knocked on her door to clear things up. Politely. "Could you remove the lock on my charger?" I asked. She looked me dead in the eye and smirked. "Well, maybe next time you'll show up to the energy committee meetings," she said. "I'm not even in the HOA," I replied. "Doesn't matter," she shrugged. "We run things around here." So that's how it's going to be. Instead of fighting her with lawyers or arguing with the HOA board, I got a little creative. I rewired the charging station. Not to break it, but to add a little surprise. I installed a motion sensor, connected a pressure valve to an old air compressor, and filled a tank with neon blue, washable, non-toxic paint. Basically, I turned my EV charger into a paint trap, but only for unauthorized access. 2 days later, I was on my porch, coffee in hand, when Karen strutted down the sidewalk like she was the mayor of Tesla Town. In one hand, bolt cutters. In the other, her phone, probably dialing her imaginary HOA security team. She snapped the padlock off, leaned in and, click, whoosh. A perfectly calibrated jet of blue paint erupted straight out, covering her top half like a scene out of a prank show. She screamed, dropped her phone, and fell backward into the hedges, flailing like she'd been hit by a water balloon. I calmly walked over with a towel in one hand and a laminated copy of my city permit in the other. "You okay?" I asked with genuine politeness. "Still think this is community property?" She didn't answer. Just stormed off, dripping paint and fury. Later that day,